Hello everyone, very good morning and good evening. Welcome to our SAP SD demo sessions where we are going to cover how to start your career as SAP SD consultant. So today we will be covering, so this is the SD demo session. We would be going through and covering the new batch which we are starting with SAP SD. What are the things which will be covered in this? What are the content which will be covered in this? Rohan would be the trainer for it. He would be joining in a while. He would be going through one quick O2C process, order to cash process. He would be going through it, and then you would be able to also see what curriculum we are going to cover. But the first and the most important thing we need to do a question which we want to answer it. If you want to become a SAP SD consultant, what should be the roadmap? What should be the journey? What are the things we need to learn if you want to become SAP SD consultant? What are the things, process we need to go through it? And I want to answer this first because what is happening around the world, around the globe, people are getting trained on different SAP modules. People are getting trained on SAP SD module. But they are not able to get their profiles converted into consultant. A module knowledge they have, but still either the module knowledge is not full because they don't have all the resources for it, or even the module knowledge is full, but they don't have all other things which is required to equip them and to make them and convert into the consultant profile. In Sastrageek, in last 7 years, we have modified the trainings, we have shaped, put it a lot of things together, and then we have created a bundle, which is called SAP SD Mastery Bundle, where we have tried to put together all the things which you require to become a SAP SD consultant. Okay. And the first thing which I would be starting is your journey. If you want to become SAP SD consultant, what all the key things you need to do? And I see, because I do a lot of one-to-one career counseling, I see a lot of people are missing a lot of things. That's why they are not able to understand, Bhaiya, I want to learn. I want to become SAP SD consultant. I am thinking for quite some time. I'm putting efforts here and there, but it's not happening for me. It's not your story. It's story of the 90% of the people who are not able to do it. And that's where it comes. What should be the right learning path, learning journey which you should follow? That's what we will be focusing first. So I'm jumping into this as our bundle, SAP S/4HANA SD Mastery Bundle. In this, we have created this journey. Not all, most of the products is part of this bundle, and how these products will be helping you starting your journey from a person who does not know anything about SAP and becoming a SAP consultant. And this journey is not if people are selling the courses to you that like this, you would be able to become the consultant. It's not like it will take a lot of efforts. You would need to put a lot of efforts, a lot of hard works, a lot of dedication would be required to complete the journey to become SAP SD consultant. So now let's start with this journey that if you are here to become SAP SD consultant, what are the things you require to become SAP SD consultant? So the first thing is overview of SAP S/4HANA. So this is basically SAP in a nutshell. This is basically SAP in a nutshell. So we have created a course for it. We know people come from the different background. There would be people who have never seen SAP. They have never worked on SAP. They don't belong from IT. They don't belong from technology. It does not mean that if earlier you have never seen the SAP, you cannot become a SAP consultant. But before you start your module journey, we want you to explore and learn ki, bhaiya, what is SAP? Why we need to implement SAP? Why companies select SAP? Why? Why they are the big Fortune 500 companies, they are going for SAP as a software, not for the other softwares. Or why they need ERP softwares, first of all, that try to understand that. And if they need these softwares, what kind of implementations would be there? What kind of roles would be there? What kind of responsibilities would be there? Right? What kind of roles would be there? What kind of responsibilities would be there? What a consultant would be doing? What a consultant would be doing in a support project, implementation project? What is the landscape, different system, development system, quality system, production system? There's a lot of basic things which you need to understand first before you jump and learn your module training. So all these basic things we are covering into SAP in a nutshell. Okay, this is about overview of SAP so that you understand what is SAP, why it is in place, why business is adopting, what are the end-to-end business processes are there, what are the different modules are there, how modules get integrated with each other. what kind of different projects are there. So all the basic information is there in this course. We are expecting when you're starting, this is a prerequisite course. This is a prerequisite course, which you should go through it, So our batches would be starting with SAP SD from next to next weekend. So you have a 2 weeks of time. You go through and complete this course, SAP in a nutshell. But we understand there would be some people who would not be able to go through. This is just roughly around 10 hours of courses there. But if you don't get a time, we are covering this course into 2 workshops. One workshop is happening next Saturday, 7 p.m. India Standard Time, and then workshop is happening next Sunday, 7 p.m. India Standard Time. 2 workshops we are doing. In the first workshop, we'll be covering quickly in the 3 hours. A break will be there for 10 minutes, don't worry. We'll be covering that anyone who is beginner in SAP, what are all things he need to know before he start his journey. So this is the 10 hours. You can complete through the videos, but we'll give you a compact session, a punchful compact session, 3 hours of session in a workshop. So that workshop is, let me also share the screen for that workshop. So this is workshop we are doing. This is a SAP workshop. Anyone who is a beginner who wants to know about SAP, who can jump into this workshop. Only the enrolled student would be jumping into it. Saturday, 14 September, 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Then Sunday also will be having a one workshop. Sunday will be having a one workshop on navigation. If you are the one who would be handling the SAP first time, you need to understand the screens, where need to click, where need to go. So that navigation part you need to do. So we are doing this in the workshop model because there would be some set of people who are already working on to FICO. They came here for the cross training. These basics of SAP and the navigation part, they already know. So they can skip the workshop, right? But if you are the one who are attending it, who have never done a consulting job before, okay, you have never done a consulting job before, this is the prerequisite course you need to do. And you can also attend the workshops which we are doing Saturday and Sunday. That would be the first step which need to be done. Then once you have done that, then there's an important thing which is missing in a lot of training programs, and this has a very strong impact. Finding a learning buddy. So what we have a Telegram community where basically 100 plus of consultants are available, the dedicated students who have taken the training. Alumni are also there who have become consultant. They can also help to get a job. So that good community is there. So you need to jump into this community and you need to find your learning buddy. It's very important. So as I was telling you, the last 7 years, I have talked with more than 2000 plus people. And my focus was not how people become successful. My focus, why people dropped out, why people are not able to become consultant. That was my focus. And I feel, that when you're doing these things and you're doing on your own, okay, you need to do with your self-motivation, right? And dropping down the self-motivation is quite easy. Starting is very easy, but a lot of people quit in between because they try to do alone. There is no one to monitor. There is no one to talk. Okay. But if you learn in a group, group is there. There's a group which would be having it. You would be learning. There's a community, but within the community also, we would ask you to find your learning buddy. Who can be the learning buddy? You can try to find the people who is in the same country and who are also try to learn this particular module. You can engage with them, make them the learning buddies. I'm doing a lot of success stories also. You can find in the YouTube people who become successful and they are appreciating this model a lot. They said that when they went ahead with the learning buddy and with the buddies they were connecting with twice a week or thrice a week, and they were monitoring each other, what assignment you are doing, what I am doing. If you are struggling at some place, people are helping each other. And sometimes you just need someone to discuss. That's it. Apart from as a mentors, we are there. There's a mentors also there, but you need someone to discuss and someone to check. Okay, this guy is also facing a problem. It's not only I am facing the problem. And you just need to discuss, need someone to discuss with, which you can have your time and discuss with them and the problem gets solved. So that is there. We have a Telegram community. You need to jump into there and you need to find your learning buddy and learn together. Learn always in group. Alone would be very difficult. But if you will be learning in a group, it would be very easy. Okay. You would not be quitting it. Okay, you would not be quitting it. That's the power of the learning. That's where we basically we have in the childhood also we have classes. In the classes also we make buddies, right? And two, three buddies, they learn together. That's what we have done a lot. My friend come to my house, we learn together. I go to his home, and then we do the study together. So once you find the learning buddy, then this is the major course which we have. This is the mastery course, SAP S/4HANA SD Dynamic Content with the live session. As soon as you enroll, all the video access you have, video access is somewhere around 60 to 70 hours. And the live session, we give it for 40 hours. But most of the time it bypass the 40 hours and it goes up to 50 hours also, right? So this is the content, which is the core SAP SD content, which you need to go through it. 40 hours of live training and around 20 hours of additional videos would be there, which you need to go through. We make sure that all the core and the key concept we explain in the live session, and there are some additional concepts which is you can go through it that we have assigned through the videos. So in this course, you will be taking the core module knowledge, core SAP SD module knowledge, you will be getting it. Once you get your core SAP SD module knowledge, the next step you need to jump is creating a CV. And we have created a special course for it. And I want you not to complete this as a 100%. Once you completed this course from 60 to 70%, even 60% completion is good. You can parallelly start with your CV preparation course. Go through the videos. This will help you to prepare your CV. How you need to showcase your experience, right? That's the biggest question people have. This course will help you. How you can manipulate your existing experience and show and add it, complement it for SAP SD consultant. Don't show the fake experience, okay? But you need to complement your existing experience for the next job that this will be guiding. It will be having reference CVs for you. It will be having a templates for you, which will help you to build your CV. Now, once your CV has been built, you want to get this CV reviewed, right? That's where this product comes, where we will be having a mentor, and this mentor will be helping you to review your CV. Whereas it is correct, some corrections are required, you would be able to do it. With the mentor, you can also you can book the session. The live session you can book with the mentor. And the mentor would also be, this is also the live session with the trainings, by the way. Apart from the live session with the training, we are giving additional session with the mentor because sometimes we need to discuss a lot of things. I'm trying it, but it's not happening. I'm not sure where I am missing it, but it's not happening for me. I'm not able to learn. I'm not able to do hands-on. I'm getting stuck somewhere. So sometimes you need some guidance. Sometimes you need motivations. You need to get your assignments reviewed, right? That's where this mentor session will help you. You can book the mentor session. It's on demand. And with the mentor, you can review your CV. You can review your assignments. You can check if you're failing on some specific things, if you're not able to do some specific things, if you're not able to cop up with the course, if you have some other issues, personal thing is going on, anything you can discuss with mentor. He will try to motivate it. He will try to put a check on you so that you keep continuing and you complete your goals. Okay, that's where the mentorship session will come into the picture and you will have an association with mentor. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. What is the thing you find it out? Which is the you find that the major hurdle, a major problem for people who are learning SAP SD and they are not getting a job? What is the major hurdle for them? What do you think? What is the biggest problem? Quickly on the chat. And if you don't know, I want you to type NI, no idea. Okay, you can go ahead and type NI if you don't know, but you type something. So that your focus come back here. In between, there are a couple of questions. Let me check. How this different from mastery or excellence? Kavita, this is a mastery one. Mastery bundle. Mastery is the for ones who wants to start a consulting career with SAP SD. Excellence is ones who have completed the mastery or who have minimum 3 or year of SAP SD consulting experience. They can go for excellence. Excellence would be the advanced things. Before learning mastery, we don't prefer you to go for the excellence. Okay, you can enroll for both of them together, but excellence is more advanced concepts, more advanced and more new concepts. Jen, maybe we have a different Jen is saying that how can I find my learning buddy? I'm there. So we have a one Telegram channels and Telegram communications. So you are there in the Telegram communications. Once you are enrolled in the course, once you will start the course, the first link it would be joining the dedicated SAP SD community from Sastrageek, which is only for SAP SD enrolled students. Okay, in that community, you need to go and find your buddy. I will teach you during the workshop session that how you need to go and find your buddy. Okay. लेस ओपनिंग जसवंत से भैया ओपनिंग्स ही नहीं है नौकरी कहाँ से मिलेगी लेस ओपनिंग्स आर देयर ड्यू टू लैक ऑफ हैंड्स ऑन business knowledge and server knowledge are required, lack of business knowledge, business domain knowledge. So let me tell you what is the biggest problem. It's not there, the openings are not there. Openings are there. A lot of our SAP consultants are becoming, I have taken almost 30 to 35 interviews in last 2 to 3 weeks in SAP SD itself. In Sastrageek itself, we have a 2 requirement of SAP SD consultant, but experienced ones. The problem is people does not want unexperienced people. Experienced people, there are a lot of openings are there. But if you say that, boss, I am a fresher, mere ko le lo, then you will see that the very less openings are there. And you need to understand why it is like that. Why people require a ready people to jump into the projects. Because you are not handling the small thing. SAP is a pumping heart of a company. The full company, the Fortune 500 company around the globe is depending on this ERP tool. Something wrong happened this ERP tool, the business fell down. And I have seen that one small mistake resulting in the big revenue drops and the company valuation drops also. Okay, so I have shared those experience in the earlier sessions, but you need to understand you are handling a very serious job. You would be handling a ERP system, a particular sales domain for a Fortune 500 company. So they don't need a people who don't know the things, who make the mistakes, and because of their mistake, the full business fell down. You did a one wrong configuration, it passed from the quality, somehow it passed the other checks, but it have been passed through. Even the quality also, the multiple things, multiple projects are going on, everybody will get stuck. And by mistake, it goes into the production, business can stop. The billing will stop. You will not be able to sell the things. You will not be able to book the sales orders. Those kind of problems can come. That's why the experienced consultants are required. That's why the experience is very important. That's where when you jump into the implementation projects, there is no time to train you in that. Straight away, you need to do the client facing. You should know what question you need to ask. You should know that what demos you need to give it. You should know what is function specification, how to provide it. You should be having some solutioning mindset to not to only know that a sales order, this configuration order type. If they come with the requirement, you should be able to think through and also provide them the solution that this is how the configuration can be changed or this is how a custom solution can be built. That kind of people are required. If you want to become SAP SD consultant, you need to upskill yourself and you need to come to that level. Then the game starts. Then you will be getting the requirements. Then you will be getting you will see a lot of openings are there. I'm not able to clear the interviews. That might be the reason, right? So it is very important that your subject knowledge need to be converted into the practical knowledge. That is a problem is there into the full industry. Even your education also have same problem, right? The people I have seen that when I did my engineering, 70% of the staff who is teaching me, who have completed their engineer and they become the teacher, they themselves does not know what is the application of the technical knowledge, where it need to be applied to, right? So this technical knowledge which you are getting it, my dear friend, you need to understand what is its application, how it would be applied into a projects, how you would be running a project for it, how you would be running a support project with that knowledge, how you would be running an implementation project for that knowledge. And we added a course for this, and this course itself, it's a part of the bundle which we are giving it complimentary. This course itself is a 60 to 70 hours of course, where I have taken one project example which I have done, explained the full business for it, and then step by step, starting from the discovery phase to prepare phase, preparing the business blueprint, fit and gap workshop, doing the question and answers with the business, right? And then preparing the functional specification, working onto the RISE of W list, test scenario, test scripts, cutover, everything has been covered with the reference documents so that you get the exposure ki bhaiya, a consultant, after getting this knowledge, what actually you need to do into the projects, what kind of communications you need to do, what kind of discussions you need to do it, right? That everything has been covered here. Implementation and even a support project also. If you will be working on a support project, what kind of environment would be there? What kind of tools would be there? What kind of methods would be there? That would be asked you into interview. Have you worked on an implementation project? And not asked, when you will see in the job description itself, it would be mentioned there that 1 to 2 end-to-end implementations are required, right? So people want a ready people who have exposure to the projects. And this course would be giving you that exposure. This is a self-paced course, which will be giving you that exposure of the projects. Okay, you would be getting the full project exposure. The CV which you have prepared here, with this CV, you will be going into the market. And with this course, when you're completing, even I also prefer you that once you complete this 50% of this course, you jump in parallel with SAP Job and Mastery. This is SAP Job and Mastery. You jump it parallelly. Here we have divided the videos 15 minutes, 20 minutes, small videos are there, so that at least one video you can watch every day. And after you have prepared the CV, every week, whatever the additional knowledge you are getting from here, you need to go back and update back your CV. Every week you need to go back and update your CVs with additional knowledge which you are getting it on, right? Then you would be having a lot of content in your CV. I have worked on function specification, RISE-FWs, business blueprint documents, a lot of things you would be able to mention, which is actually required by the market, right? So once you have this, you know the basics of SAP. In this journey, you have your buddy, you have your mentor in place, you have gone through the technical SAP SD part, you have prepared your CV, you know how the implementation happened, you know how the support project happens. Then you start prepare for your SAP SD interview. We have a specific product for it. How you need to prepare the interview, how you need to give the interview, how you need to start the introduction. What are the interview questions can be asked? Everything has been listed down here in this product, which will help you to prepare for your interviews. And bhaiya, I am prepared for my interviews, but I still don't feel confident. Then we have another product for it. This is another product for it, where basically you would be jumping into this product, you would be booking your session and for the mock interview. You can also go with the mock interview. It would be 30-minute session, 20 to 25 minutes of interview would be there. And last 5 minutes, interviewer will be giving you the feedback that where you are getting wrong, what are the things you need to go. Take this mock interview, but don't hesitate to go for the open interviews also. If you have gone through this path, you have a decent knowledge. That is another problem which I have seen in people. They say that I still need to learn a lot. मेरे को ये नहीं पता. I don't know that. I don't know this. I am still not perfect. I have not done this exercise. I have not done this assignment. I still need to do a lot of things. I still need to learn. I still need to feel confident. And with that thing, they have spent 2 to 3 years without going into the market. Sometime you don't feel that there is an immediate requirement in the market. Even though you are half cooked or 70% cooked, you can be grasped. It is very important to be available in the market. It's very important to give the interviews. It's very important that from each interview, you note down the questions, even the right or wrong answer you have given, and you prepare those questions again. Once you give 3 to 4 interviews, fifth interview, 50 to 60% question would be same. 50 to 60% question would be same. Okay. And in India, there is no lack of the requirement. The people who have gone through, recently I've done a success story. That lady is from SAP MM. She has given 8 interviews. She keep on getting the calls. भैया उसको calls आ रही हैं. Even people in US, which is a very competitive market, they're also getting trained from us, has given the multiple interviews. They one lady stand for the 3 hours of interview in total the company has taken before giving the offer letter, and she was able to withstand that 3 hours of interview because you are having a lot of content to speak from there, right? So you can do that, but you need to be available in the market to give the interviews. So don't hesitate to be available in the market. So this will help you. You are also prepared for your interviews. Then you can also prepare for your certifications. Now, certification, I'm putting it last. Some places you will see that certification is coming here. After this, do the certification, do the other things. No. Certification is optional. It's not mandatory. I would always prefer you to showing in your CV a implementation project exposure and a support project exposure that has 10 times more value than a certification. Certification comes into the value when we have less experience, unexperienced people are required, okay, wherever it is required, and then they find it out if they want to call only 3 people for interview who has had the certification, they will be calling it. But if you can add this thing, adding this implementation exposure into your CV would be having 10x value than the certification. But I always recommend in your journey as SAP SD consultant, before or after becoming SAP SD consultant, some point of time you need to go and certify yourself. That is the authorized badge you can carry. Yeah, I know the subject and I am a master of the subject. This certification would be happening from SAP. You need to book it, but we have this product which will help you. We have this product which will be helping you out to prepare for the certifications. The mock the questions are there which you would be able to go through, and mock test questions you would be able to take it, and you would be able to prepare for certifications. Okay, so then after this we also have additional courses also. There is Step Up Circle we have given. This itself is having 200 plus hours of videos. So what is going to happen? Now, this is where basically we have put it all the things. This is not mandatory to do. This is as and when require, a topic require, you need to do it. Now you are SAP SD, applying for SD. And this is happening a lot in the countries like Europe, in the countries like North America, Australia. They want SAP SD consultant, but they will require, we will also expect the knowledge on MM modules, or should be knowing the inventory management part, or should be having a basic of finance. The guy should be knowing it. So when they mention that, what they are expecting, they are not expecting that deep knowledge on those modules. They are expecting that overview knowledge of that module. At least you should be able to understand the business terminologies, and you should be able to understand the business basic process. That much they require it. Okay, so we understand when you are going into SAP SD, the other modules overviews also you might require, right? So that you would be able to get it from here in this. Now you are applying for a course, applying for the interview, and they said that the basic knowledge of MM is also preferred. Jump into here, you will find a MM overview session here. Go to the MM overview sessions and you will be having some basic knowledge. They know that people should be knowing a little bit of Signavio. You jump it here, search, there's a video for Signavio. You should be having a knowledge on Enable Now. Search for Enable Now, there is a part would be there. People should be having a knowledge with APIs. Search for API, you will find a video there, which you can go through, upskill. People should be having it's a RISE project, basic knowledge of RISE. हालांकि कुछ करना नहीं है, but still they want it, go for RISE. There is a session on the RISE available here. What is happening with AI, how the AI is changing the function consultant job. There is a video for it. That kind of so many useful. In the project, you need to handle with the MDG. Abhiya, in the project you're working, what is MDG? You don't know. There is a session here on the MDG. Customer service module also would be there, which you need to integrate, but I don't know what is customer service. There is a video here. You can go through it. That's a big inventory. We are putting it there so that as and when you require, during your process, full journey, additional topics, you might be able to get it from here, from this inventory of 200 plus hours of videos. A lot of videos are very helpful, which you will not find anywhere else. Signavio, Enable Now, these kind of videos, APIs, AIs, some technical objects knowledge, you would be able to get it. Somebody is getting that enhancement, development reports, EDIs, everything is covered in this. My dear friend, everything is covered in this. We have covered the BAPIs, BADIs, EDIs, basic session on iDocs. We know you require, पूछते हैं वो, iDocs पता है क्या? iDocs would be there, right? So we have done a session on that, and it's part of this. We understand with our last 7 years of experience what kind of things you require. And believe me, people are going 25, 30 hours of basic training. That will not serve you to become a consultant. You need enriched, focused, monitored, step-by-step path to become a consultant. That's what you require it. And we understand what you require. That's where we have put it. And we are giving you complimentary because our target is to make you as a consultant. So we are putting everything together in the bundle. and our bundles keep on enriching. For the next batch, we will be increasing the fee for it because we have added so much of content. Previous to that, we have at least added 30 to 40% more content on it, and the price hike will happen for the next batch. But this month, the price will remain same. SAP server access would be there. It is the product. Now people said कि भैया server access दे रहे हो सब देते हैं. Why you have created a product for it? Because in this product we have also added a videos when you'll be working on the server, some basic issue, finance related issues, month end is not open, right? What you will do? This is a sandbox system. You'll have to work with it, right? What are the guidelines to work with the system? There are the videos available. If you want to quickly configure your system and you want to do a SD end-to-end cycle with your enterprise structure, with your business partner, your material, your sales organization, believe me, there is a video available. If you follow in 2 hours of time, you would be doing your end-to-end SAP SD scenario in system with everything belongs to you. Your company code, your plant, your sales organization, your business partner, your material. There are such kind of crisp videos are available that within 2 hours of session, you would have everything ready in the system. You would be able to do by your own. So that is ERP. This is a new product we have added. We are working on it. The mind maps you would be having available. I have created a lot of mind maps, which can be very helpful before going for interview. If you want to go through, revise something, these mind maps can be very helpful. You can go through these mind maps. And now we are adding here more scenario related topics, more details, documents with the screenshots we are adding. It is in process, and you will see a lot of documents coming in here in next 1 month. Because you know that this SAP SD topic itself, I can do a 500 hours of training. There are so many things are there, but it does not mean that everything you need to know to become a consultant. But when you're working in a specific project or giving a specific interview, they have specific requirement for a specific scenario, which you need to know detail. For that, we are putting some extra documents here. Let me give you that what kind of documents. Server is included in this. There would be a 3 months of server access. Okay. If you are the part of the mastery bundle, we give you the access to join the live session for 1 year. No one else gives it. So you can join these sessions again, not a problem. So let me take you through. Let me take you through this one. This is kind of becoming my dream project. Earlier, this was a dream project. Now this is a dream project. And one more thing we are doing, I will let you know. But this is where basically I'm liking a lot the kind of documentation we are creating that will change the life of SAP consultants. Even after the project also, because of this product, you become a consultant, you will still come on our platform. And there are some people, they are working for 3 years as a consultant now. They still keep on subscribe our course because we are keep on adding the content which they are using it during their real-time job exposures also. So let me jump into that product. So all the products are part of the bundle. I want you to take you through specific to this is mind maps and the content library. So here, these are the mind maps are there, which is available. So if I go into below, these are the small mind maps are there. Special processes, what are the different special processes would be there? For that, the mind maps are available. Availability check. With the screenshots, how we need to do it. That kind of mind maps are available. Core configurations. Okay, so this is a big mind map, which will talk about the core configurations. And once you go through this mind map, if you will spend 30 minutes on it, everything will be refreshed in your mind and you will be able to give very good interview while going through this mind map. Okay, everything with the screenshots also we have given here. This is a very detailed. In this single mind map, it took me almost more than a 1 month effort to prepare it. And still I am keep on improving it, right? So this is a very valuable information which is available. Watch it before the interview and the order type configuration, 70% of the questions you would be able to answer, quickly revise it. Although I recommend you create your own mind maps with your notes and I will guide you how to do that, right? So this is available, and now this is the new documents we are working. This is advanced return. We have put it here, but this will go into the excellence documentation. Is the excellence topic advanced return? It will be moved out from here. But just to give you the example, the return order type. What is return order type? What you need to do it with the return order type, right? Control Shift F, we need to press to go into the full screen mode. Let me do that. Nothing happens. Okay, but this is the return order type. With the screenshot, you have above explanation of it. With the screenshot, it take you in details. What are the things are there, which is set it up into the return order type? What are the key things are there? Order reasons, we need to mention it. It will become a mandatory field, right? And what are the things, how the return order process would be happening? What would be the item category for it? With the full screenshots, you will see the documentation. And whatever the documentation you will see here, in 1 to 2 months of time, it would be 10 times. We have a target to at least put around 100 topics on the different scenarios of SAP SD with the screenshots, with the explanation, so that you can quickly browse over in the project when you're working. You need some knowledge, ki bhaiya, return order type, what is there, you want to know it, you would be able to check it from here. It's quite detailed explanation which is available with the scenario, configuration and scenario and the outcome. That kind of documentations we are working on to enrich our content, and because we are putting a lot of efforts, the price will also increase in future for the total bundle. Yes, this would be the game changer. This would be the game changer. Okay, so this is there. So these are the additional stuff we are giving you. This is the idea is because we think that, you know, this is kind of a war you are doing, right? So you have all the resources, armory with you to fight this war, right? You need multiple things. It's not that easy to become SAP SD consultant. I don't want to give a fake dreams to anyone, but anyone can do it with these resources if you are ready to put efforts. That's why if you have a decent communication, I take 200% guarantee that you would be able to become a SAP SD consultant if you follow the path and do the things which we do, which we ask. We have changed many lives. Many people are able to work as a consultant, no job for 15 years, sitting at home, getting the training, and they are able to work in the US as a SAP SD consultant with this approach. US is very competitive market. By the way, it's not easy to get a SD consultant job. It's very easy in India, but it's not easy in US, right? So they are able to do it with this approach. If they can do it, you can do for sure. Now, with these all the resources, one of the very important things, so we added this one, right? And then we see a lot of benefits from students. Then we started this one, SAP internship. So this is the video records. Then people said, Ki, bhaiya, we need to sit in a project. We need to sit with the people and we need to do hands-on. We need to understand the business scenario. We need to ask the question to the business. Okay. And that kind of environment we have created in SAP internship, where basically 15 to 20 people would be there. Different SD, MM, PP, FICO, ABAP people would be there. And you would be working on a business scenario from starting. We expect you gain the knowledge from this, and then you are jumping into it. We'll treat you as SAP consultant. I will become a business and I will ask you, you ask questions to me. I will explain first the business scenario and then you ask the question to configure your system. What questions you need to ask to me? You need to ask as a consultant. A business questionnaire you need to prepare, right? And that kind of exposure you need to do as a study, to be study. You need to create by yourself business blueprint document. You need to identify by yourself RISE-FWs. You need to create solutions from the custom requirement. You need to create a functional specification. You need to sit with ABAPer to get the development done, then prepare test scenario, test scripts, configuration documents. The full process you would be going through in this internship part. But this internship part is not part of bundle. But we are giving this as a complimentary. This is part of your mastery bundle if you have, and if you have an excellence bundle, the both bundles if you have, we give you this complimentary. But you should be available because this is where a lot of assignments would be given to you. You should be available to make sure that you have a dedicated time, 20 hours a week would be required to complete assignments. You should be able to give it so that you complete the internship hub. You can do it from anywhere. You can spend the time over the weekend. That's not a problem. You can do this internship with the existing jobs also. For this internship, we are not paying anything and we are not also charging anything. We are giving complimentary to Sastrageek students who has a mastery bundle and who has excellence bundle. That is our criteria. Otherwise, we have a 2,000 open applications for the internship. That much of capacity we don't have. Okay, so this internship when you're doing, now I will also explain you the next level which we have gone through. This is a mastery part, then you can go through the excellence bundle also. It has multiple courses in it. Then we have a 1-year program, which we have launched only the last month. Even the last weeks of the last month, we have launched this 1-year program. This is a dedicated program. This will go with the interview. You cannot directly enroll for this program. And this would be, you will be working with Sastrageek for 1 year. But this we are opening only for our diamond members. We'll be giving a contract or offer letter to them. If we satisfy in the interview, you should not be working anywhere else. This is for the specific people who are not working anywhere. They would be coming into Sastrageek and then you would be able to showcase for 1 year you was working in Sastrageek. We would be expecting your 40 hours of bandwidth. Will not be assigning you on any project startingly. 3 months will be, this will be dedicated training. Every day we'll be monitoring you. There will be 15-minute session, what you have done, assignment you have completed or not. The major thing people are failing that they don't have a control, and it's the same person you put it on a company work, they will get it completed. They will put 12 hours, 3 hours. But when they need to do for self-learning, they don't do it because the monitoring is not there, because the control is not there. They need not to tell on a daily basis status to someone. I was supposed to do it yesterday, but I have not done it. I will try it tomorrow. That statement they need not to tell someone when you are learning for yourself. That's what will come here. It would be dedicated, intensive learning. We'll expect you 8 hours per day, Monday to Friday, or 40 hours of efforts you should be able to put it. First, we'll be training you. And after the training has been done, once 2 modules would be there, but with the Diamond membership, you have a full access to all the trainings of Sastrageek. And then we would also be assigning you to our existing consultants so that you will be able to work as a shadow resource. You check what is their project, what they are working, that knowledge you get it. And after 6 months, we'll also be paying for this based on your performance. A monthly internship would be paid for the next 6 months. Per month also will be paying in this course for next 6 months. Monthly basis, you will get paid for it. But this is only open for the Diamond members. Okay, so that is an intensive 1-year program also we are doing, but this will go through gated process. An interview process would be there in between. We don't have a capability to do this for the 500 people. We are just doing with the batch of 20 people only. So we are very selective in this program. But all these 20 people, our idea is that whatever they have spent with us within 1 year, they should be able to gain more than that. Monetary wise, they should be able to gain more than that. We'll try to put them into the Sastrageek projects. If you are working onto the Sastrageek projects, you have worked for 2 months, you have proved yourself, then we will give you a complete package with the CTC would be offered to you. And then you can work with Sastrageek. But idea is that experience you are getting from Sastrageek, you would be able to showcase, and even after 1 year, you would be able to get another jobs also based on that experience. Okay. That is the roadmap. That is the things people are missing. They think, yeah, bhaiya, main jaunga, enterprise structure, I will create it, some master data here, 2-3 cycle, and I will get a job. Even sometimes people get a job, but I get a lot of calls ki we need on-job support, we need on-job job to mil gaya. People are not able to sustain. That kind of things we don't want. We want you, the end game is you should be working, and people would be asking, yeah, you are some different consultant. Why you are so different? What things you have done? And then you say that you have approached, you have gone through the Sastrageek model. That's our end game is, right? Not to only to charge and train you, to make you a successful consultant working consistently, independently in your role. That's the end game we want to do. Okay, a lot of speaking from myself. Now we would be jumping off, and make sure you put your questions there. and put your questions to everyone. From this part, whatever the questions you have, you put it onto the chat. I would be handing it over to Rohan, right? And I will first introduce him, handing it over to Rohan. Rohan will take you to a basic order to cash cycle and will also see in the system how the SAP system looks like. And then we would be, then Rohan will also take you that this, for this part, what is the curriculum we are having? What are the topics we are covering? And believe me, there are some topics we are covering so much of detail. Let's say the most of the people are failing in SD is in the pricing procedure is very complicated. Pricing is very complicated. The content which you'll find here for the pricing, I can bet you can get nowhere around the world. That much of detailed with the scenarios explanation, with troubles, with the business example. This is a business example, this setting we need to do. For this business example, this setting we need to do. Around the world, you cannot get any content related to that. That I can bet. That kind of content we have. So Rohan will be taking you through that. I would be taking the workshops, and then Rohan would be completely running the SAP SD trainings.